Hello everyone, GZTV back with another video, and in this video we are here to talk about the brand new Gunna album, the last one. Apparently it's his last record with YSL. Obviously a huge falling out with the whole plea deal situation. There's a lot of drama that's been surrounding Gunna for the last 2 or 3 years, and obviously there's a lot of weird critical reception, a lot of weird stuff going on with Gunna, with how repetitive and how lengthy his albums are. I'm kind of feeding into that. It's like, I'm kind of worried about this project, kind of dreading it, but at the same time I've been a pretty big Gunna fan probably for 8-9 years, ever since him and Lil Baby kind of came up in the game, and he dropped his Drip or Drown records, and he's dropped a lot of really good projects. I think Gunna definitely deserves a spot in kind of the Atlanta hip-hop kind of upper echelon. Obviously there's a lot more better hip-hop artists in Atlanta than him, but I still do think he deserves his credit. I'm a decent fan of his music, so I figured, this week let's listen to this album, let's get it going. This is definitely just an album for him to get off of YSL and to get that bad publicity out of his career, Is Turbo just his main producer, I guess? He's producing this track. All of his beats sound the same, I'm not gonna lie. I'll actually be pretty curious to see what he does after he is done with YSL. Bro, these songs are actually pretty good, it's just they sound similar. Okay, this beat's a little different, this is cool. Alright, Offset's on this song, let's see what he's got here. Yes, sir. It's been a while since I've heard of Offset, too. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, this album isn't as repetitive as people are saying it is. Here's a Young Thug reference. Burna Boy is on here. Burna Boy's been all over the place. Shout out to him. Shout out to Burna Boy. Here we go. WizKid's on here. WizKid's been working with everyone, too, like Drake, so that's cool. WizKid, let's get it. Wow, that transitioned really well, actually. Never really heard of Nietzsche until he started working with Gunna, so that's kind of cool. Yo, is Gunna starting a podcast? This track's called Podcast. I don't know who the fuck Asaki is, but he is on the album. I don't know. Yep. Kind of talking about people being fake and stuff to him. Interesting. This dropped as a single, and I cannot stress it enough. They played this 40 times throughout the whole weekend of Summer Smash. This was also a single. Pretty good song. Alright, just kind of getting into the review for this album. Honestly, I'm not even trying to be nice here, but this is not as bad as people are making out to be. Yes, it is a little bland. Yes, it is a little bit repetitive to an extent, but there's definitely some different sounds and different productions and different instrumentation he tries to go for here with the help of Turbo, and even, having Burna Boy and WizKid and all these international influences. Asaki. It's cool. I think this is a fine album. Is it going to be an album of the year contender? Probably not, unless it really comes down to it, but it's an enjoyable record. I'm sure Gunna fans are kind of excited to have this album and for him to move on to different things and different endeavors and move on for this old negativity that came with this label. So with that being said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow wherever you're at. Check out my socials. This will be the last music post for the weekend, last album we're going to be getting into, but every single week there are massive music releases. I'll find 3 things every single week for the rest of the time to listen to, so there's always that.